Hey everybody, welcome to the Quarter Age Gamer streaming channel. We are playing some Pillars of Eternity, still. That's interesting. This is where we are. We are still in Defiance Bay. We're going around, we're doing quests, we're talking to people, we're fighting when we can. And before we get started, I do want to thank I Am Alex, who raided me last weekend. That was able to put me over the top, and I was able to get affiliate
Come
status.
now, it'll be fun.
No.
Even just a single...
I'm not calling Isilmir out just so you can learn he'll speak. I'll write down a few words. Of course.
So, if you want to subscribe to my channel, you can do so now. If you want to donate, you can do so. You don't have to, but that's something that's available now, and I think it's awesome. So, let's look at what we got going on. Had to pay 800 copper to my hirelings. We are building stuff in our keep, and we are currently building the Warden's Lodge. We'll be finished in a couple hours with that one. That's good. That will give us high-level bounties. And as far as quests, we have to work for Lady Webb. That's the main story quest. Enter Heritage Hill. Travel to Deerford. We're not quite ready for that yet. We gotta raise an army. I think what we were gonna do was go to Andra's Gift. We haven't been there yet. So let's go that way.
All right, then.
So normally I stream Wednesday nights, Friday afternoons, and Saturday nights. Wednesday nights and Friday afternoons are usually a game that I play by myself, like Pillars or whatever I like to play. And then Saturday nights are me and my wife, we play retro games together. Kind of a couch co-op kind of deal. And we've only done it once, but so far it's been really successful and really fun. It's really foggy here. Let's go over here to these abandoned houses. Addict.
Quietly now.
Okay, just a house full of addicts. What's in this one? Colfeck. Colfeck.
Not a sound.
Ooh. Beer. Let's talk to this guy. A young elven man squints at you in surprise. You can't just barge into somebody's home like this. Who do you think you are? Well, who are you? The elf who lives here. Now get out. What now? Okay. Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry for the intrusion.
Of course.
All right. More abandoned houses. Cool statue. I don't have. I'll go ahead and rest. I can't rest here.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Whoa. Dadwina. As you enter the room, you see several figures huddled together. They stand at attention, armed but not in matched gear like the Crucible Knights. At the center of the group, one woman looms over another, holding a flail. She snarls at the cowering figure. You've got pages of research here. You expect me to believe this was just your scratch work? It's nothing, I promise. Just my notes. Ah, it's Viana. You hear a painful smack as the woman backhands her captive. We know you were meeting with the Crucible Knights. You think they're the only ones with power in this city? They call us the Dozens for a reason. Now, I won't ask you again. A nudge from one of her men, the woman turns and sees you watching. Her eyes narrow. You shouldn't be here. What's going on here? Nothing you need to know about. Okay. We need to regroup. I've got my weaklings in the front. Nope. Turn that on. Throw some magic out there. Do some deadly shooting. Do another one of these. More shooting. There we go. God, I have level 4 spells for my priest. Eehehehe. Probably don't need to use that. Okay, you guys start focusing on these guys.
Love. Beyond.
Okay.
Metal.
Roak 10!
Boom.
Great.
Did it. Viana's face is covered in bruises, and her eyes are wide with shock and relief. I don't know who you are, but thank you. I was sure they were going to kill me. What just happened here? I thought I was coming here to meet my friend from the Republics. It looks like I walked into a trap. The Dozens must have been watching me for a while. I've been working on a special project for the Crucible Knights, and they weren't exactly subtle about contacting me. About this project, it deals with a rather rare branch of animancy. No offense, but I probably shouldn't get too specific without Commander Cliver's permission. He commissioned it after all. And you can see the trouble a little indiscretion has got me into. Tell me about yourself. I studied animancy in Ozia back in the Valian Republics. I came to Divine Spade to research local advances, but instead of going to Brackenbury Sanitarium, I found a position as a scrivener at the Temple of Whale. I've had access to many rare manuscripts that most animancers never see. Of course, I've had to keep my head down. I've been careful not to let the head librarian or my colleagues know what I'm working on. Let's go. Commander Cliver of the Crucible Knights is waiting on my research. Not that you haven't already done a lot for me, but maybe you could take it to him. I kept it with me to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands, but you can see how well that worked out. She took it from me when I arrived. Anyhow, don't wait on me. I can make my own way out of here. Woo-hoo. Construction completed. Alright, what's next? Just did that one. Curio Shop. Trades in oddball curiosities. Allows you to purchase the parts of exotic creatures and generates a random creature part every turn in the Stronghold Treasury. Sure. What do we got? Fine Flail. Aru Breaker. Let's see what that's about. Then we've got Viana's Research. These pages contain Viana's research on Engwithan techniques for imbuing matter with essence. She appears to have developed a method based on her studies of animats. On the first page is a note to someone named Dunstan. Give Viana's research to Dunstan.
Hey,
Okay.
Following your lead.
all right then. Quietly now.
Can I sleep now? Nope. Let's see what that armor is all about. So, damage reduction is 10, crush and corrode. +1 move speed, +10 deflection against ranged attacks. Hmm. You could use something new. How's his bound weapon going? Deal 200 raw damage. I've done 107 out of 200. Awesome. Up, 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 up. All right, let's go. Let's keep going around here for the time being. Okay. Nice. That's all stealing. Bragging. Shove off. We've got nothing to talk about. Okay. What?
Hey,
I can do that. That's settled.
Boom. What is this? Ramshackle house.
laying low.
Oh. What's this?
See now what the flame has shown us?
Pearl. Okay. Pays to sneak.
In Jacoa, we have a memorial for the Saints' War. They say a Rawatai artillery master contributed to the Godhammer bomb. I wondered if...
Of course. You want Rawatai to be a part of this history. Crow about how your people helped the Deerwood. Maybe your Ranganui lied, Amawa.
On second thought, I'll ask Adair.
Oh, Adair wants to
For
talk.
dozens. Pretty sure you won't find one among them who stood within 100 miles of that bridge when the Godhammer went off. Too bad, too. Then there'd be less of them.
What do you have against the dozens? Nothing serious. Nothing I don't have against a lot of folks anyway. The dozens, they like to take things into their own hands. Gets ugly sometimes. We don't have them in Gilded Vale, but they'd be right at home here. They picked that name so they could do what they wanted and feel like it was right. Got nothing to do with honor or sacrifice. They like to invoke Magrin too, when they especially want to feel right. Somehow I don't think she'd be too impressed with that lot. I'm sure she'd like to set them on fire anytime they use her name, but the gods probably got rules against that kind of thing. People hide behind symbols so they can't be questioned. The Duke's a reasonable man. Maybe while we're in Defiance Bay we can get him to force people to call themselves what they are. Don't imagine they'd have as many members if they'd call themselves the loudmouth sheep effers. Godhammer? That's what they called the bomb they blew up Wadewind with. Don't know much about it other than that. Anything living that kills a living god, guess you gotta name it. Why did they call themselves the Dozens? Was 12 Deerwoodens stood outside Halgot Citadel, waiting for Wadewind to cross the bridge there. They had to hold him there long enough for the Godhammer to detonate, so that's what they did. Okay.
Hey,
Let's go to the... I have some quests here. Oh, Ollie. I'm looking for Ollie. Need to go to the Salty Mast. I think that's...
God's damn that son of a cool.
The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out towards the harbor with glimmering gold eyes. Eventually, sensing your presence, she turns her feathered head toward you.
Want to run it down on its luck, Valiant Trading Company? If you have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it. As long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains.
What's going on exactly?
Exactly. If I knew that, I'd be in a better mood. The only thing I know exactly is that Mestre Verzano is determined to wind up in a grave before the season turns.
The woman looks back at the warehouse for a moment and grimaces. After a slight nod in your direction, she storms off. Okay. Valiant Trading Company. Lena.
Hail, traveler.
Welcome. This is your first visit to the Valiant Trading Company, is it not? Please let me know how I can assist you. What is this place? The Valiant Trading Company is an association of merchants from the Valian republics. We oversee trade deals and negotiations on behalf of our merchants. This is our warehouse where we store goods and transit. Who are you? I'm the assistant manager of this warehouse. Currently, I help Verzano run things, but I'll take over when he retires, or when the company boss is back home to decide it's time for new management. Charged. Pull me about 400. Who's this? A man stands in the corner of the warehouse directing traffic. Gems wink from the many rings on his fingers as he points and waves at the laborers. His silk clothes, though finely embroidered, aren't new. You notice a couple mended seams around his shoulders and a discreet patch on one elbow.
Greetings.
Greetings, you have come to the warehouse and headquarters of the Valian Trading Company. But you are late. I sent word to the expedition hall yesterday that this delivery cannot wait. What's the delivery? I must assume then that you are not from the company I contacted at the expedition hall, but you are here and they are not. It is a bag of bitter squash seeds which are prized for their medicinal properties. Few merchants in the Defiance Bay deal in them, but those who do know their value. Seems simple enough, why ask me? My own couriers have been robbed and beaten these past weeks. It would seem that some of my competitors resent my success. In any case, you are not a known associate. You would be left alone, and if not, you look like you could handle yourselves. Besides, all of Defiance Bay knows your integrity, and you will have to trust my assurances that you won't find a buyer outside my contact. I'll do it. Excellent. Now deliver this package to a man named Gareth in the Goose and Fox in Copper Lane. He will know what to do with it. Return to me when you are done, and I shall see your payment.
Well met, friend.
Better deliver that package. No business such as this is best concluded quickly. Who's that feathered woman? You must mean Pelagina. She's a paladin in the employ. She's a paladin, and her name is Pelagina. She's a paladin in the employ of the Valian Embassy. She's a good soldier, but not so good at taking orders. Too hot a temper, I'm afraid. She seemed angry. That's no surprise. She's a hot-headed, a woman in a brotherhood of paladins, and touched by the gods in such an unusual way. What do you do here? I'm a merchant from Ansenze, the fairest of the Valian republics. Here in Defiance Bay, I run the Valian Trading Company. We ship cargo to and from the republics. We are part of the grandest mercantile organization in the world. Anything you can imagine, we can ship it. For a fee. We are a confederation of merchants and traders from the republics. We sell all manner of goods and equipment, and for years we've enjoyed fruitful contacts with many shops, inns, and armorers throughout Defiance Bay. Is something wrong? It's nothing, only that competition has grown especially fierce in recent months. But I suppose this is to be expected, given the legacy, as the locals call it. So I must deliver the package to Gareth. Copper Lane. Here's Cartugo.
How do you do?
Come take a look at my wares. Exotic goods shipped straight from the republics and Old Balia. Ooh. Hey. Cat, a dog. A lot of ingredients. Potions, scrolls. Rot finger gloves. Grants touch of rot and spreading plague. Eee. I'm not gonna buy any of this stuff. Just browsing. Immortal.
Good day to you.
An old man paces the docks and looks out over the water. He's fussing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts from one hand to the other. You're not certain whether his wide-eyed, gaped-mouth expression marks surprise or fear. It seems he isn't either. You, don't look like a guard. He examines you and your equipment more closely. Say, you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? It's a large round opal with Inguithan runes carved into it. See the ship that went down over there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Tell me more about this missing cargo. We started in Cold Morn and were making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went, business as usual. When we reached Aina's Rest, we may have agreed to take on a few crates from some place called Clyabin Rilag. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo, saw suits of armor and a broken scepter. Don't know why anyone would want a broken anything, but these animancers will buy dirty stockings if you say they came from the ruins. We were almost to Defiance Bay when the screaming started. I've seen my share of barroom brawls, but this sounded different. I was topside with the captain, but he and the first mate went below decks to see what all the commotion was about. When they didn't come back, I looked into the hold. I saw one of those suits of armor walking all around by itself. It was covered in blood. When it saw me, it started running for the hatch, so I closed it. You had to keep those monsters from getting out. That's what I keep telling myself. I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best as I could, but I hit rocks as we were passing Brackenbury. I barely made it to Andra's Gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I'd given up on the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled this up in his nets. It's part of the scepter, of that scepter. From what I recall, there were 3 other pieces, and I'd bet you anything they're somewhere in the shallows too. If anyone could find them, there'd be profit to follow. What happens if I find the rest? You'll find the missing pieces of the artifact, and I've got an animancer friend from my expedition days who will find you a stack of coppers. All I want out of this is a few hundred pans for my lost payday. If that sounds fair to you, I'll give you this stone and the name of my contact once you have everything else. Seeing as the kid dredged the stone up in his net, I'd wager you could probably find the missing pieces out in the shallows during low tide. Imatol doesn't sound like a Deerwooden name. That's because it isn't. I'm from Ixamital Plains, a broad savanna north of the Deerwood. Not so different from the ocean in a way. There are places where you can stand and turn a full circle and see nothing but the winds making waves in the grass. But at moments like this, I wonder what business a plainsman like me had taking to the water. Okay. Find the missing pieces of the Ingwithan scepter in Andra's Gift. So...
A dozen Adiran ships were shattered against these levees during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the right places.
Gross. Marcino. This young lanky soldier is wringing his cap anxiously, sweat beading on his furrowed brow. His eyes widen as you approach, and he takes a few steps forward.
Hail, traveler.
If you have a moment, you're not from around here, right? You don't look like you're from the docks. I could use your help. What's the problem? Oh, thank you. They weren't lying, saying you're a kind-hearted sort. It's the captain, or rather, not the captain himself, but his chest, his sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safe. I was unloading it with the rest of the things, what with us staying in port a couple days, and I may have gotten a little distracted. I wasn't gone long, just an hour at the salty mast. When I got back, the chest was gone. It really hasn't been that long. Whoever took it can't be too far, but the shifts change, and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it, and the captain will kill me if he hears of it. I'll get strung up on the yardarm. Please, if you could get it back for me, I swear by the flame, I'll make it worth your while. You can have my payday. I won't be spending it if Captain Fortunero finds out anyway. Hey, Coam Noir. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Quarter Age. Yes, I am really enjoying this game as well. It's very, very fun. Any ideas where the thieves might have taken the chest? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. Nobody I've asked has seen it getting carried around either. I figure they must have snuck it off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. They can't have gone far. There's a pretty good lock on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't gotten it open. Unless they take an axe to it, I suppose. Oh gods. If they've got it open, I really am done for. Okay. Find the missing crate.
I can do that.
Sure.
That's settled.
Opal and a pearl. Woohoo! Alright. Let's head up this way. Maybe there's something over here. That looks like the sunken ship. We need to get down there somehow.
A touch of Margren's fire should settle spirits here.
That wasn't a good sound, I don't think. Need a key for that. Hey, Coam Noir, so you've played this game before, or are you just watching? Enjoying watching? How do I get down there? Yeah, you definitely want to be on your guard when you hear screaming coming from anywhere. Oh, sweet. Well, we can play together. How about that? Now hiring builders. No experience needed.
Good day to you.
You interested in doing some construction work? Pays good money. Sign me up. That was quick. Wait, you're not from around here, are you? Look, whatever any of the locals say, the superstitions about the floods and the hauntings are all complete nonsense. I just heard screaming, lady. Andra's gift was flooded? Back at the end of the War of Defiance, it was one of the finishing blows to the Adiran military. Cost us a lot, though. The whole district was supposed to be evacuated, but not everyone left in time. The Adirans put anyone they found to the sword. The lucky ones who escaped the slaughter drowned hours later when Hadrid's forces broke the dams. Locals say the lighthouse keeper was one of the people who stayed behind, and one of the last to die. I don't know why that makes the lighthouse any more haunted than the rest of the gift, but there you have it. That won't stop me. Good. About time someone puts an end to this foolishness. Just be careful. Not that I believe the ghost stories, but it is an old building, so watch your step. Go to the lighthouse. Yeah, I've had it in my Steam library since it came out from the Kickstarter campaign. I actually helped kickstart it, but I never got around to playing it. And recently decided to start streaming again, and I was like, why not? And I know it's, for some people, it's not a fun game to watch or can be considered boring, but I know a lot of people like watching CRPGs, so, and I love playing them. Favorite companion? Yes, Durance, by far. He is very effective in combat as a healer and a damage dealer, and he has some really awesome backstory stuff that I really enjoy. Yeah, I don't get around to playing games. I have a lot of games to play.
All right, then.
I buy more games than I play. That's for certain.
Slow and silent.
I can do that. That's settled.
And somehow Drance has become my lockpicker, even though he's a priest. Excuse me. Oh ho.
See now what the flame has shown us?
What? That's not good. Kind of, flanked here. Probably need to take care of that first. See what happens. All right. What? Holy cow. Dead. Alright. I guess we have to keep moving. Keep on keeping on. Alright. Eder, you need to get over there. You... Uh-huh. Still good. Okay. Hey, Ixig? Yeah, I don't know what's happening here either. I just got surrounded by these shades. Grants can't move. He's... okay. That's what kind of high level spells do I have? Take it. Alright. What are you doing, monk? Kill this guy. Alright, he's down. You need to get over here.
I'm here.
Can't get it.
Now. Let's do that.
What? Ha! Mow it.
Holy cow. That was quite an effect. Go.
Not even slowing us down.
This isn't working!
And then... Whew.
Hey,
Yeah. I don't know what happened to Aloth, but he got one-shotted and immediately died. He wasn't even able to pull off one of the first attack, so. Ew, spirit residue.
hey,
It It was a close one, really. I mean, Eder was almost dead. Aloth did die.
All right, then.
I wasn't sure I was going to make it out of that one. But we did.
Margren's fire casts light in dark places.
Okay, I'm not ready to go upstairs just yet. Really? All right. Let's see how Aloth does. I'm in a better position at least this time. I think. These aren't that bad.
Leave it to me! Leave it to me! Hey,
Ah, you were from the raid. Well, thank you very much. That was insane.
all right then.
My wife and I never expected that to happen. We were just gonna have a pretty chill weekend tonight playing Mario, and all of a sudden, boom, 400 and 500 people. Let's move upstairs.
Brave thou feel. God fear.
Good shot with this.
Where are you? Dead again. All right. Where are you? Summon. Really help. Okay. Hold on. Who that? Who is that? Oh, that's the dog. I'm okay with him. Noise.
Hey.
Minecraft is a very interesting game as well. It's not a game I play, to be honest, but I know a lot of people that play it and love it and can make some really cool things and do some really cool things. And I'm going to rest. Spirit. Spirit.
I'll see what I can find.
I can do that. That's settled.
Sneak, sneak, sneak. What do we have here? Evacuation notice. The notice is stiff with age and salt. Adiran reinforcements advancing. Immediate evacuation of Andra's gift by order of Duke Hadrid. Selected correspondences of gift bringer Aiden.
Hey,
Stranger Things is a great show. Love it. Ooh. This looks ominous. The Wailing Banshee. Deal with the scene Gula. Shrieking sobs pierce your ears and rattle the musty rafters of the lighthouse. They emanate from the spectral figure of a woman hovering in the middle of the room. Each heave of her shoulders unleashes another hair-raising wail. I mean, why not? Let's get closer. As you approach, the spirit's cries take on a threatening edge. The swirling mist around its legs ripples with movement. The black pits of its eyes level momentarily with yours. Back away. Okay. Get closer. Get closer. The spirit's screaming grows louder and louder. Its sunken face distorts, twisting into a long, gaping mouth filled with jagged teeth. If anything were to be able to quell the spirit's rage, it would appear not to be you. Observe. You're close enough to notice that the spirit's head is tilted back. Even as it looses blood-curdling howls, the faint movements of its head suggest that it's looking towards the windows and scanning the horizon. The Cien Guala's ghostly hands are stained with something dark. At first you think it's blood, but it's as black as ink. Hands were stained with something dark, blood, or ink, perhaps. Maybe I'll find something nearby that can help me. Okay.
hey,
No problem, Mixeg. Thanks for stopping by, and I appreciate it very much. You can catch me and my wife. We're going to play tomorrow night some more Mario if you want to stop by. Around 9 p.m. Central Time.
of course.
Logbook. The logbook expels a thick plume of dust. Foggy. Fort Pool. Can't read. Foggy. Port full. 158 days since sighting the Red Dream. Heavy rain. 2 fishing boats lost at sea. 164 days since the sighting of the Red Dream. Dark clouds. A deer and ships on horizon. 173 days since sighting the Red Dream. What does that mean? The last lighthouse keeper kept a log seemingly into the final days of the War of Defiance. This person was also tracking the appearance of a ship called the Red Dream. Naya might know more about it. Okay.
A simple test. That's settled.
Jack of Wide Waters. Light armor. +4 damage reduction, +2 survival. Yeah, he needs something new, maybe. Let's compare. Oh, that does give him a 10% ability area of effect. But that's way more, that's more DR, better damage reduction, so. Ooh, looks cool.
Hey,
I'll take a look.
Lilith's shawl. That's probably what she's looking for, maybe? No. So the shawl... Aura of stealth, perception +3. Be good for. What do you have? Okay.
hey.
Go talk to Naya. Naya? She's outside.
I wonder, Alof, don't you ever feel curious about Isilmir's history?
Not even a little.
But think of the opportunities. You could learn so much about the past.
There are some things I'm happy not knowing.
How do you do?
So, have you figured out what all the fuss is about? Have you heard of the Red Dream? Who hasn't? The ship's been running raids for decades now. Used to stop in New Hilmar, laden with spoils from Rauatai traders. These days, I hear she spends most of her time prowling the Deadfire archipelago. That's her. When she's at port, her captain, an elf named Mayorwith, takes her shore leave over at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Believe it or not, she likes her creature comforts. That's what I'm talking about. When a pirate won't even set foot in the tavern of this side of town, it's high time for a new establishment. Do you know what might be inside the lighthouse? If only, it's been uninhabited since they flooded Andra's gift. Okay. Naya told me that the Red Dream is a pirate ship captained by an elf named Merowith. She's known to frequent the Charred Barrel and Brackenbury when she's in town, which she apparently is now. Okay. So I need to head that way at some point. We've done most of this area, so let's move over here. Aha.
Keeping an eye out.
I was about to talk to her and end up attacking, but I guess it has something to do with this Red Dream ship. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay. Whoa. Who? Oh,
I'm here.
boom. Nice. What's this?
Not a sound.
Gwithin Scepter Shaft. Yep. I guess that's all I was looking for. Gwithin Scepter Base.
This isn't working!
Hey, nice and quiet.
Oh, what is this? Potion of Merciless Gaze. Plus 15% of hits converted to crits for 60 seconds?
Hey,
Gwithin Scepter Spike.
all right then.
What is this? A young boy's corpse lies at your feet, half covered in dirt and seaweed. His hands have stiffened around a dagger. A soul lingers nearby, something confused and lost in the seaside fog. As you reach for the soul, it lashes out. Glowing mists strike at the air around you. The soul can't touch you, but you feel it burn with a feeble, uncontrolled rage. It's okay, I'm here to help you. The soul flickers. It ripples toward you timidly at first. As it swirls around you, you experience wonder, fear, and the joy of running between the ships at noon. With a jolt, it pulls you into the streets around the salty mast. Women with painted faces weave between men stumbling in and out of the lamplight. Father's gone in for a drink, just like always. He said he'd only be a few minutes, but it's been hours. The man guarding the door only laughs when you try to explain this. There's always a back door. In an alley, 2 men have cornered a woman. Her cheeks are streaked with tears. She's backed against the wall and looking away. They're inching closer. You step forward. The men barely acknowledge you, but the woman looks at you, a plea in her eyes. You've seen that look in abused strays. In your hollow-born sister, that time father took her from her splintering cradle and to the filled wash basin. You were brave that day. The knife is in the thug's belt. It's in your hands, and now it's in his thigh. You're small and fast, but not fast enough. Fingers bite into your arm, and a muddy boot sails towards your face. Then everything is muffled by cold, brackish water. The soul retreats from you. It pulses with a question. Whew. Pretty hardcore. You did a brave thing. The gods will reward you in the next life. Darren's soul absorbs this thought and ebbs in the ocean mists around the dock. A young boy's corpse lies at your Take the dagger. The boy's small hands are rigid in death, but you pry the dagger free. It looks too large and too expensive to have belonged to him. The letter B is carved into the pommel. Interesting. Need to find the guy with the letter B.
Hey.
I love these little side stories though, man. Completely fleshes out the world and makes things so much more enjoyable. Uh-oh. Still alive, it looks to be still alive. This man's fancy clothes are ripped and blood flows from a fresh cut above his eye. He tries to push himself up, but his arm is shaking. He winces painfully. Help him up. Thank you. My head. What happened? I was just on my way to the club. It's a rough part of town, but the rabble's never been violent. Even a night with Iquali isn't worth this.
Hey.
Going to the club. Okay, there's a salty mast.
All right then.
Yeah.
Nothing like this in Gilded Vale. Just Wallaruna the milkmaid. She knew what she was doing.
Overfried cod, watered ale, and prostitution. A bastion of Deerwooden culture.
I hope you aren't expecting to find the leaden key in here.
Visit new lands, see the sights. I do love travel.
Now to find a home for my other staff.
And that's why I like Durance.
Hey.
Oh, Jesus. Big Dermsy. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to
Hey.
the brothel. The Orland man seems to walk with a slight limp. He doesn't say anything, but he stops and regards you with interest. What's wrong with your leg? He just laughs and shakes his head. How much? How much for what? Oh. Uh-huh. I see. No thanks.
Hail and well met.
You have me at a loss. How could I afford time with such a magnificent creature? What are you talking about? I'm talking about your magnificent eyes and perfect lips. Truly, it should be a crime for you to ever close them. What can Oriko do for you? Oh. What have I stumbled upon here?
How do you do?
I don't see men outfitted like you who are looking for trouble. You aren't looking for trouble, are you? Is there someone here named Sorrel? You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought-after girl in the district. You want to spend time with her, just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pand, or so they tell me. Fancy a go with her? Best money you can spend in the gift. No? Tell me about this place. I thought that was clear as the crystal waters below the docks. This here is the Salty Mass, the most famous house of pleasure in Defiance Bay. We've got drinks, beds, and good company to help you enjoy both. Of course, the club for refined and prestigious gentlemen is upstairs. You'll find several of the hardest working boys and girls in Defiance Bay up there too. Now, just what can I do for a strapping lad like yourself? What kind of trouble are you having? The kind that's bad for business. Local rowdies have taken to harassing my hard-working boys and girls, and our customers. They're starting to show up after this rash of Hollowborn, and they've been driving my regulars away. There aren't too many who care about what happens in places like the Gift, but word is you're an exception. The knights are too busy sniffing around Duke Avar to bother with us commoners, and I'd just as soon not deal with their bureaucracy anyway. Tell me how I can help. These thugs tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me that these aren't random incidents. You put a stop to these attacks and I'll find a real nice way to thank you. Got me? If she means to bake us something, my vote's for cookies. Okay. Oh my gosh. What was I here to do in the first place? Still need to find this Ollie person. Talk to Sorrel. Okay. So I probably have to pay the money just to talk to her. Maybe. I don't see anybody by the name of Sorrel here. Alright.
Good day, stranger.
I'd like a night with Sorrel. You'll find her quarters upstairs. Don't mind the burly fellows at her door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Okay.
Good day, stranger.
Powder almost hides the circles under her eyes, and rouge dusts her two prominent cheekbones. Despite it all, Sorel is beautiful. She favors you with a smile she must have practiced and perfected. Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. I'm here on a quest to restore a Glenfathen clan. She takes you in your attire. So you like role-playing. I can work with that. Your friend Thristwin sent me. He needs that medallion. So do I. I offered him his half of the money, and he refused it. I'm sure he told you all about his broken clan. Did he also tell you I got him where he is today? I'm really sorry for him, but I'll bet you anything he lives better now than he did in Erglanfath. I've worked a long time for a way out, and I'm not giving up just because Thristwin suddenly got nostalgic. I'll buy it from you. It's worth 6,000 pans. If you've got that kind of coin, I'll gladly help you spend it. I do. But I don't know if I want to pay that much for that. I better get something really good for this. Sorel goggles at the bag of coins in her hand. She looks back at you for just a second before reaching into her bodice. She holds a carved Adra medallion by a cord and gives it to you. I could be in a cottage in Brackenbury tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you your business, but if you do mean to give that to Thristwin, it would mean a lot to me too. I hope he finds everything he's looking for back home. What? You just made me pay you 6,000 copper for it, but now you really want me to give it to him. Please take this. It's always given me an edge with people around here, but I'm done with that part of my life. Sorel's ring. Farewell. +2 to resolve. Resolve, eh? 14, 10, 18, 13, 11, 10. So give it to Durance.
Of course.
Hail, traveler.
You look like you've journeyed far. Let me show you comfort and rest. Tell me about yourself. I came to Divine's Bay from the frozen lands at the southern end of the world. Few of my people venture this far north, but none know how to warm a cold night like we do. Wink, wink. Hey, Rufus, how's it going? I mean, Dwarven Dead. No thanks. I am not going to pay for your services.
Well met, friend.
It's not every day the club gets such a breath of fresh air. Who are you? I'm a native of the Deerwood and an expert in the subtle arts. If it's practice, skill, and finesse you seek, look no further. These people.
Hello.
You've never experienced anything like this before, trust me. What do you mean? Why, I could climb a tall thing like you all night. She slaps a smooth, firm thigh. I get bonuses for resting with these people, eh? Good to know. I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I believe you, but... yeah, I think that's called, that's probably what they would want. Party in the bedroom.
Well met, friend.
Come for a story? I told all the best stories. It's my club anyway. What club? The Club for Refined and Prestigious Gentlemen. Wait, if you don't know about the club, you must be... Where was I? Oh, you must be here about the ring. The ring. Have to have that to get into the lounge. They don't just let anyone in, you know. It's the most exclusive club in Defiance Bay. And whatever you do, don't tell them you're new, or... He turns away, overcome by a fit of dry heaving. I have an item. The ring signifies membership in the Club of Refined and Prestigious Gentlemen. Beneath its sigil, a motto is inscribed in Eld Adiran. Friod Ethmedu. Yeah. Wade's eyes are red-rimmed and unfocused. He stares into a filthy mug as if searching for something. He shivers and takes another drink. Why don't you just take one of them stools over there? Nowhere else for me to go, not with the wife in a state. And my boy, His face freezes with a stricken expression and he turns back to the bar, muttering into his drink.
Gods keep you.
What'll it be? Refreshments? I probably could sell some stuff. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. All right. Easy $2,000 there.
Hey.
Okay. I think I've experienced enough of this place for the moment.
Of course.
Walder Three Fingers. 4 people stand gathered around what appears to be a wooden chest. One of them, a grizzled and rough-looking character, looks up at you, then sneers. Took a wrong turn somewhere, didn't you? Best turn around and walk on. There's a sudden snapping sound from the direction of the chest, and a second, smaller man lets out a frustrated groan. Damn it, that's the second lockpick. He looks up at you and stills... Oh. You've walked down your last pier. So you say...
You're not...
Ouch.
Hey,
I like it when they explode.
of course.
I don't have a key. Kerned. A hooded figure leans against the wall. When he notices you draw near, he stands upright and raises his hand to halt your approach. If you know the words, speak them and we can do business. If not, then we are done speaking. Whatever that is. I apologize for the unpleasantries. I'm Kern, the Midnight Merchant, as some would say. I deal in sensitive commodities. Precautions must be taken. Now let us do business. Masquerade, you'll so-and-so. Thank you for the sub. Prime sub. Thank you very much. Just a bunch of gems and such. I should have one. It's a QAG something. Yeah, but I'm working on the emotes. There it is. That's about the best I could come up with at such short notice. Alright, we're all the way back around. Didn't go here. So Prime subs are they're just like subs. So they're just like normal subs. I get the same amount and everything. The only thing it means for you is that you have to manually sub every month. Like they go after a month, they expire. What have we here? Another tourist in the gift. Let's give him a proper welcome. I don't think so. Let's talk this through. I'm afraid you're missing the point, friend. Haha, very funny. Rusty bronze key. I wonder if that goes to the chest.
Hey,
Looks like it belongs to a house in Andra's gift. How would I know that? I've never been here before. Oh, that looks like a key that belongs to a house in Andra's gift.
all right then.
All right. I think I'm gonna have to call it. Unfortunately, I've got to help get the kids in bed. But thank you for stopping by and watching. Thank you, Quam Noir, for talking to me and following. Masquerade, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it very much. Rossi, thank you very much. Dwarven Dad, thank you. And tomorrow night at around 9-ish p.m. we're gonna play some more Mario, me and my wife. So if you're interested, stop on by and we'll do some streaming then. But let's see. We can probably see if there's anybody to raid. Quebs is playing some Castlevania 3.